Portland's Keller Auditorium is entering the 21st century. Today, the Metro Council unveiled renderings of its new vision for the venue. So take a look. The Halprin Landscape Conservancy, a nonprofit group partnering with the city of Portland and the Metro, says it hopes that the design will make the Keller as iconic as San Francisco's Golden Gate Bridge, Seattle's Space Needle, even the Statue of Liberty. The estimated $267 million project is expected to take 19 months and would begin in 2027. This plan comes after a seismic study found that the building would not be able to withstand a major earthquake. Several studies were done to help address the deficiencies in the building. The new building would also have expanded lobby space and multiple food and beverage spots, including a new restaurant and larger restroom facilities. Those who spoke in today's Metro Council meeting say that the transformation will have a lasting impact on Portland.
Reinventing the Keller is much more than just, it's about much more than just the building. It's about creating an exciting, interactive destination that brings people closer together for art, cultural events, and a sense of community.
Changes could still be made to these designs. The official design work is not expected to be completed until late spring. City and Metro leaders aren't expected to make an official decision about the future of the Keller building until this summer.